as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got Lewis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
80 weapon.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
3, 218, chopper. Hey, Sam off. Hey, echo. 52.
On first down, Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Go now. 18 Gator.
Come off the ball. Check the backer, check the backer. Check, 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 check.
Ready.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Titans.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch gears. Check nickel.
There. Bam! Leo! Cut! Snap!
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check. Hey, check 24.
They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Wide, get wide.
Three.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
One. 3.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 35 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Someone got me?
Hey, Wahoo!
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 32 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Titans 14. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the shit. Hey,
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That second down play nets a -4. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
44, Mike, 44.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jaguars on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be third and a mile.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey.
18, Mike, 18. Hey, watch this. Let's go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Derrick Henry. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They keep it with Henry on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on second down, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Hey, Sam Ox.
Joker. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Again, it's Fournette. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. On third down, Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Final score, Jaguars 42, Titans 14.